What's up, YouTube? We are back here again with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to click the like, subscribe, and don't forget to comment as well, because I am interested in knowing what your empire struggle for the week was, as well as what your empire win for the week was. And so my empire struggle was actually the topic of today's video. And so this is something that held me back this week, and I'm pretty sure if it happened to me, it may be happening to you too. Before we get started, I want to give a huge welcome to Deja. I want to give a huge welcome to Michaela, and I want to give a huge welcome to Asia, and let's get straight into the video. So the number one thing that held me back this week was conditional execution. And when I say conditional execution, I mean that I chose to execute and work on my goals and my plans and my aspirations based on conditions that are beyond my control. So what does that look like? So ladies, if you are a content creator or you upload on Instagram or YouTube or whatever the case may be, you might not want to upload because your hair isn't done or your nails aren't done or your lashes aren't done. And so what happens when your stylist doesn't have an opening for this week? What happens when there's a snowstorm and there are no nail salons open for this week? So those are some things that happen to me. Another example looks like saying I am going to record my videos when I get more YouTube equipment, except I ordered on Sunday. It's not going to be here till Thursday, and I usually upload on Wednesday. Or saying that I am going to upload a video, or I'm going to work on this product or work on this book when I get this software or when I get this course. But then the money that you had for the software and the course had to go towards something more important. So now do you put that off until you get more money? Or do you do what you say you were going to do when you said it? So I want to talk about 3 ways that ends up holding you back, because it's not just, oh, I'm putting it off, I'm putting it off, I'm putting it off. I think it's really deeper than that. And a lot of times when we're procrastinating, you only are looking at the surface level. So you're giving a surface level solution. So let's look at some things that are beneath the level. If you see me looking down, it's just to look at my notes. And so the first thing is going to be that it's kind of like you're playing Simon Says, except you're not Simon. So if I'm in control and you jump when I say jump, and you walk when I say walk, where does your power reside? Where is your power in making decisions? Where is your power in accomplishing and executing your goals? You're giving your power away when you do that, because now I have your fate in my hands. I know that if you're waiting on me and you're not going to do anything else until you get what you want from me, I can take as long as I want. I can slack off if I want. I can give you poor quality if I want. I don't have to show up as the best version of myself because I'm in control. And so recently, I had a moment where I was like, I'm waiting to hear about my acceptance into this course, and I'm not going to really do anything until I figure it out. Because if I do get accepted, then things around my life may change. And if I don't get accepted, things around my life may not change, or they still may change. What happened was, I believe in God and I believe in the universe. They kept putting it off until I decided, you know what? I'm going to learn how to do this with or without this course. I'm going to master this skill with or without this course. And then that's when things started to move forward in the course. That's when I started to understand things that I did not understand before I did that. That's when I started to see clearly, because it was no longer Simon Says and I'm not Simon. It was no longer I'm giving all of my power away. It was no longer I'm putting my life on hold. So a lot of you guys, you put your life on hold and you're still waiting, still looking at the clock, still waiting on that call, still waiting on that email, still waiting on that response. But maybe the key is stop waiting on them and start implementing what you already know how to do, so that way when you're executing and they want you, you're not so desperate for a response. Now they're waiting on you. Now it's like, yeah, I did apply for that, but let me check my calendar and see what else I have going on. Might be another program I apply for. It might be another position I apply for. It might be another opportunity I apply for. So although I applied for this one, now I have options and I'm in control. I'm Simon. I took my power back. And so now I have the power to decide, what do I want to do versus relying on one opportunity that's kind of like saying what I have to do because I don't have any other options. So the second thing that it does when you start executing based on conditions that are beyond your control is what ends up happening is that you start to condition yourself to march to the beat of someone else's drum. But what happens when you want to march to the beat of your own drum? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to make videos and not have your hair done the way that you want it to be done? Are you willing to still record a video on your iPhone even though you're waiting on your camera to come in the mail? Are you still willing to record videos using the light that comes with your room or the light that comes with your house compared to having the nice and fancy ring light? Or are you just going to march to the beat of everyone else's drum? And then what happens when it's too many drums for you to march to and you can't keep up? You waiting on the hair done. You waiting on your ring light. You waiting to do this. You waiting to do that. It's almost like you put yourself in a position where you're literally waiting forever because you're waiting on this, waiting on this, waiting on this, waiting on this. Now you're procrastinating. And then what happens is you end up saying, well, it's not really my fault. Isn't it kind of your fault though? Because you gave all of your power away and now you have to march to the beat of someone else's drum, and now you can't take accountability for your actions because in your mind, I'm not in control. I'm not the leader. I'm not in charge. And that's a lot of times when we end up telling ourselves, it's not my fault. I'm not in charge. I'm waiting on them. I'm waiting on them to send it. I'm waiting on them to give it to me. I'm waiting on them to do it for me. So now you don't have any accountability. So not only are you giving away all of your power, but you're also taking the accountability in the part that you play out of the equation because you think that you gave it to somebody else. But in that scenario, aren't you still a bystander? Aren't you just still sitting by watching your dreams float away because you're not doing anything? Because you're not taking your power back? Because you're not taking charge? Because you're not delegating? Because as you know, silence is still an answer. So I heard a quote earlier this week that says that it's not hard for people who are manipulators and backstabbers and just negative people in general to have people behind them because all they have to do is be quiet. I can be as negative as I want. I could be a horrible human being, and as long as you be quiet about it, I'm good. I don't need your support. I just need your silence because your silence counts as support. And so when you are trying to accomplish your dreams and go after these aspirations and all of these different things, the moment you stay silent, the moment you stop trying, the moment you give away your power, the moment you say, I am no longer in charge, I am no longer the leader, I am waiting on someone else, your goals and your dreams do the same thing. How can somebody else put you in the position where you want to be? Let alone, if you don't care, why would they? If you're not moving with urgency, if you're not trying, if you're not putting in effort, why would they do any more than you? Why would they march harder than you when you don't even march for yourself? They're going to march to the beat of their drum. And a lot of times that's going to look like you following behind them. You and your goals and your aspirations and your dreams following behind them, not following in the path where you want to be. And the last thing that this does when we start to procrastinate based on things that are beyond our control is we delay anything else that can come after the one thing that you're focusing on. So if you're saying that I'm not going to record a video until this, and this, 9 times out of 10, you're probably not going to promote your video until this, and this. 9 times out of 10, you're probably not going to have your audience watching your video because there's no video for them to watch, which means that this, and this, all of this has to get done just for someone to see your video, just for someone to see your Instagram post, just for someone to retweet your tweet. When people are waiting on you, they're not going to care about this, and this, because in their eyes and in their minds, people make time for what they want to make time for, and they're absolutely right. They make time for what they want to make time for, and you don't get pity or an excuse because your hair wasn't done, or because you didn't have your ring light, or because you didn't have a DSLR camera. There's no excuses for that. So when you start procrastinating on your goals and you start doing things like conditional execution, you're gonna get conditional responses. It's gonna be, I only watch you when you upload. But then when do you upload? Once a month? That's how frequently I watch you. And sometimes once a month kind of turns into once a year because you're not really consistently doing anything, because your uploading is based on things that are beyond your control. So 1 month is the first week, the next month is the third week. People don't know what to expect from you. And so people won't expect anything from you because you don't even look like you expect anything from yourself. You gave away your power, you lack accountability, you're procrastinating on other things. Why would I pour into you when you're not even pouring into yourself? Let alone, who is that hurting more? Because the things that are beyond your control, those things don't get affected when you don't upload. Those things are not impacted when you don't post. Those things are not sad or hurt or lost or anything when you don't go after your goals. Because it doesn't matter to them. It's not their goals. My hairdresser is not going to care that I did not upload a video last week because I wanted to wait until I got my hair done. She's not going to care. Why? Because it's not her video. It's not her channel. And why would she? Why would she? And if you're not taking your power, if you're not taking accountability, if you're not going after your goals, if you're not creating opportunities within the opportunities for you to maximize on those opportunities, what I don't understand. Like, what other opportunities would you get? Why would people want to work with you? Why would people trust you? Why would people want to watch your videos? Why would people want to commit to your channel? You're not even committed. So why would they? And I had to learn that for myself. I had to learn that you guys don't care if I'm trying to learn my schedule. You guys don't care if I'm moving back on campus. You want content. You want me to help you. You want me to support you. You want me to uplift you, motivate you, and inspire you. Those are not excuses that will apply to you guys. Because at the end of the day, there are other content creators who make time for what they want to make time for. Just like there are other entrepreneurs who make time for what they want to make time for. And it's not to be insensitive. It's not to say that you can't show up as your best all the time, because it is important that you show up as your best. However, what is your best in this very moment? Because that's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you my best in this very moment. What is your best in this very moment? Not what you're waiting on, not after you get this, not after you do this, not after this falls into place. What is your very best right now? And comment that below. What is your very best right now? What can you do right now? I'm waiting on another ring light, but what can I do right now? Use the one I got. I'm waiting to learn my schedule, but what can I do right now? Record on the weekends because I won't have to go to class and I won't have to be thinking about my schedule. What is it that you can do right now? So that is going to be the question for today. Is there going to be a question for today on every video? I don't know. You guys got to let me know if that's something that you like or if that's something that you guys want to participate in. If it is, then by any means, I would be happy to do so. So I'm going to be wrapping up this video. I am so thankful that you guys are watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and commenting. And I can't look forward to the next video. But before I do that, I have to give you my Empire win for the week. And my Empire win for the week is going to be that for the very first time, I am creating 2 videos in one night at 12 o'clock at night. So that is my Empire win for the week because I have never batched content before. So I am really excited about that. I am so thankful for you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out my next video. And if you haven't checked out my last video, that's definitely something you want to do, because have you been sleeping under a rock? Not sure. But I can't wait to talk to you guys in the next video. And always remember to build your empire and build it by any means, because if you don't, who else will? Thank you.